The power couple is over, baby. And honey, it did not end quiet. Papoose finally walked away from Claressa Shields. And the reason? Shocking bedroom photos that leaked all over the internet. But that's just the match, because once the smoke started, Claressa came out swinging with an accusation so wild it flipped the whole story. Leaked photos, 50 Cent, Remy Ma, ring camera footage, baby. This is a full-blown war, so let's spill it. So welcome to Stella. You are watching Tea with Stella, where the tea is always hot and we never water it down. Everything here is based on publicly available information and where things are alleged, baby. So I'll say alleged because half of this is grown folks throwing accusations mid-breakup. Do me a quick favor, honey. Smash that like, hit subscribe, and share this. Now let's set the table. This is the same couple we watched get paraded as a fairy tale. The belts, the boot up photos, the my man captions. Well, baby, it just turned into a public bloodbath and everybody, 50 Cent, Remy Ma, the whole internet pulled up a chair. Let's get into it. Okay, baby, here's where it detonates. Reports say Papoose has finally parted ways with Claressa. And this time the reason is those shocking bedroom photos that surfaced online. And honey, this didn't come out of nowhere. Just weeks before, 50 Cent was dropping hints he might release some images. And baby, it looks like he followed through. Papoose had been standing there all proud. It's nothing but loyalty on the surface. But behind the scenes, reports suggest things were not as faithful as they seemed. So the man supposedly hit his breaking point. But here's the twist. Honey, it wasn't just the betrayal. It was how he found out. Because the one who allegedly exposed it was 50 Cent. And baby, when 50 gets involved, you already know it's about to get UGLY.
She put you on the show.
That's what happens when you get older in Hollywood and you gotta...
No, but what happened?
I don't know. Andy, tell her.
She basically was insinuating that Fiddy is on my team.
Yeah, that's what she was...
That he's gay.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. What?
I didn't know. Look, I said to myself personally, Andy, I said on Instagram too, I said, oh no, because I let her lick my so I'm gay.
You know what? You let her lick. She thinks.
And that's the problem. That's the problem. You let someone lick your ass and look what happens.
I'm sorry, I'll never...
Baby, 50 Cent did not tiptoe. He went public with cheating claims and dropped a name, Maserati Bud. He said, ask your old lady if she was seeing Bud. I have the ring camera videos. Ring camera, honey. He even posted an edited face-swapped photo of the two with a very, very handsome caption just to twist the knife. At first, Papoose didn't take it serious. He got online to defend Claressa, firing back with an old clip of 50 talking about Vivica Fox. And here's my take, baby. When a man's first move is to dig up somebody else's dirt instead of just saying, my girl didn't do it, honey, that's not a denial. That's a distraction. But wait, because when Papoose finally spoke for real, it told on him.
This is what he does, man. A lot of people don't, this dude is a funny dude, man. Like, he'll post something disrespectful about a person, and then when they respond, he takes his down real quick. So while you're responding, all of his riders and minions and bots that he got programmed to do what they do, they start saying, oh, why are you cloud chasing? Oh, you better leave 50 alone, because when he responds, you're not going to be able to handle it. Because when they go to his page, he done removed his post.
So Papoose sat down with Vlad and addressed the Bud claim. And baby read this carefully. He said Claressa told him she spent time with Bud, but insisted nothing physical happened. Honey, his own defense is, yeah, she was with him, but they were just friends. Baby, that's the kind of nothing happened that keeps a whole internet up at night. And here's the pattern people peeped. Papoose is a funny dude. He'll post something disrespectful, and the second you respond, he deletes it real quick while his bots and minions swarm in like, why you cloud chasing? Leave 50 alone. You go to his page to prove it, and the post is go on, baby. That's not a man standing on business. That's a man playing games. And speaking of receipts that don't disappear, here comes the wife. Now this, baby, this is the part that made the whole internet gasp. Remy Ma, the wife, the woman who held this man down through Pearson, she pulled up. She allegedly posted text messages on Instagram, and the caption, savage. She wrote that Papoose's dumb ass fell asleep on the phone with Claressa Shields laying in my house, that he refuses to leave, and the kill shot, baby girl, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. Baby, she told the whole plot in one sentence. And did Papoose show one drop of remorse? No, honey. He got on his IG story and called Remy a narcissist and accused her of cheating. But the internet wasn't having it because what goes around comes around. This is the same man who allegedly cheated on Remy with Claressa in the first place. So now he's tasting the exact medicine he cooked. Karma didn't just knock. Honey, karma moved in. But Claressa wasn't about to be the only one taking L's, so she pulled out the nuclear option. Baby, when Claressa felt cornered, she did not hold back. She hit Papoose with a serious counterclaim, alleging he's got a hidden attraction toward men, that he's living a double life, and only dated her for appearances. Now, let me be crystal clear, honey, because this is where I plant my flag. That is an alleged claim thrown in the middle of a nasty breakup with zero proof. So I'm not going to treat a mid-fight accusation like a fact. When people are hurt and humiliated, they reach for the thing they think will hurt the most. And that doesn't make it true.
You know, nobody, you know why? Because he don't got nothing to say. He not even speaking on nothing over there. Doesn't be there for his child that he begged for, but telling you he wants another one. Let me guess. He's telling you he want a son, right? He has a son. He has a son. He just doesn't like his son's sexual preference, so he acts like he doesn't have a son. He has a son. We have a son who is very much alive and well.
And honey, the internet dug up an old Remy Ma claim to go with it, another unconfirmed allegation about a private family matter. So I'm keeping it right where it belongs, alleged, unverified, and not the point. Because, baby, the real story isn't a man's private life. It's a relationship that rotted from the inside and is now splattering everywhere. Okay, honey, let's talk about what got the fans talking. Once the rumors swirled, Claressa hopped in an interview and said, I quote the energy. I talk to my man like a king. I may have the muscles, I may know how to fight, but I'm very submissive to my man. And baby, the internet said, WHO asked for all that. People felt she went into way too much detail, and instead of putting the rumors out, honey, she poured gasoline on them. When you're over-explaining how submissive you are, unprompted, folks start wondering, WHO, you're trying to convince. Then there's the PDA gap. Papoose says, I love her with his mouth all day, but the physical affection, he keeps a noticeable distance. And that gap between what he says and how he asks, honey, that's exactly where rumors grow. But baby, before we crown Claressa as a truth teller here, we need to talk about a man named Tony.
This is why I'm here, because you can't just disrespect somebody like this. She gets up there, she walks down from the podium, stands in front of me just to show the church where my brother sat. But not only do she stand in front of me, I mean, she's standing so close to me, like I literally can just I can touch her.
They painted her as a bully and vindictive.
I don't know who who she thinks she is, but Claressa, her character, she is a bully. She do little stuff like this, and I felt like that. I felt like that. Like somebody in the comments said, y'all should have jumped it. But in the moment, it's like I have too much responsibility.
Here's why you can't take everything Claressa says at face value, baby. Rewind to 2020. She was reportedly with a man named Tony Rich. It got serious. He proposed 3 years later. Then it all fell apart. And here's the pattern, honey. After that breakup, Claressa allegedly went around the industry telling people Tony was dealing with personal issues, and that spread fast. But Tony's family pushed all the way back. They say it wasn't true, that it was made up for attention. They called her, their words, baby, a bully vindictive. Somebody who caresses your character then tears it down. So here's where Stella lands, honey. There's a pattern. When things fall apart, Claressa comes out swinging with statements that wreck reputations. She did it allegedly with Tony. And now, baby, a whole lot of people think they're watching the same movie play out with Papoose.